Hello there, weary traveler, and thank you once again for frequenting our way. Our program was lost in the mists of time, but thanks to you it can fall upon ears once more. Let us reopen episode 2 of The Night Gordon with Samuel Gordon. And here he is, Samuel Gordon.
Hello folks, and welcome back to me and my show. Of course, the show would not be possible without the help of those around me and the fantastic assistance I give them in helping me. This is The Night Gordon with Samuel Gordon. With me, Samuel Gordon. We like to live on the edge here on The Night Gordon. Tonight's episode is filled with danger. Don't believe me? Then you've got mental failure. For instance, I get all sorts of fan mail on the show, but this week I was even taken aback to see that a listener sent us a present of a bomb. No name attached, just the initials AH. Thank you very much, AH. I found a lovely spot for it here, right in the corner of the studio, too.
Sir, I don't think it's safe to keep a bomb in the studio.
Don't be such a scaredy pack. Sparedy cap, Leonard Moore. Where's your sense of danger? Anyway, it's diffused.
I still don't think it's a good idea, sir.
You're a nonsense, Blennermore. Look at the time. I almost forgot to tell you because Blennermore almost didn't remind me about our sponsor for today, which is Fnurfner's Motor Oil.
Buck Finbar here, telling you to tell someone else to tell your dad about Fnurfner's all-in-one motor oil. When they do tell him, he'll say, what is that? And then he'll like it. You will always go the distance with Fnurfner's all-in-one motor oil. It will take you to the very edge of where you want to go and beyond. Now, isn't that great? Except for if it's a cliff. Don't go beyond then, because that will be called an accident. The real strength of Fnurfner's lies in its versatility. It's not just motor oil. It can also be used as hair and cod liver oil. If it's good enough for your car, don't you think it's good enough for your cod liver? We can assure you that our oil is tailor-made for you to go the distance and even a little too far. Fnurfner's. Less difficult to say than I'm making it sound.
Yes, that's correct, folks. Fnurfner's oil is the easiest oil you'll ever say. Easy on your car, easy on your cod liver, and of course very easy on your mouth. Look at the time. It's time to go to the newsroom where I'm waiting with the latest headlines. Sorry for keeping you waiting, Samuel. Thanks, Samuel. And here's the headlines. Ostrich stung by nettle releases autobiography. Prisoner falls through ceiling after prison falls through ceiling. And hiker who managed to fend off an attack by a vicious mountain lion gets less than he bargained for. Another week of disappointment on the headline front. Is that what you call an improvement, Blennermore?
Sir, I do get them from a very reputable source, and they're used to keep continuity with the next segment.
Enough of your words. It's now back to my words. Thanks again, Samuel. Speaking of wildcats and their attacks, that's exactly what roving reporter Dan Spaniel is talking about today. Over to you, Dan. Thanks, Dan. I'm here. I'm Samuel, you're Dan. You're Samuel, my Dan. Thanks, Dan, and it's me, Dan Spaniel, here. No, you're Dan, I'm Sam. Who's Samuel, then? You're Dan Spaniel, I'm Samuel Gordon. It's The Night Gordon with Samuel Gordon. I thought it was roving reporter Dan Spaniel. I'll hand it over to you, so. No, it's your segment. It's roving reporter Dan Spaniel. Which is being done by... You! It's your segment! For God's sake! Blennermore! Yeah. Thanks, Samuel. I think. I'm here standing in a wild field as wildcat attacks are becoming more and more common. I don't fully believe them, so I wanted to come and see for myself. Apparently, these days it can be very dangerous to go hiking
So in spite of myself, I've developed my own radio show explaining how you can protect yourself from the wildcats I don't quite believe in. Over 5 weeks, I'll dispense my top 5 rules to ensure that you are safe from the great outdoors. For now, I'm going to give you a little snippet of what's available, so I'll just give you 4 of the 5 tips. Tip 1. Hiking. Never ever hike alone. Hike with kids. Wildcat attacks smaller prey, leaving you free to make your escape.
Whew. Thank you, Dan.
Tip 2. Deer. Never ever dress up as a deer when going hiking. We found that dressing up as a deer increases your chances of being attacked by loads. So if dressing up as a deer before hiking is a thing that you do, don't.
I'm not really a deer, I'm a man.
Tip 3. Never say Jimmy Walsh. There is a long-held belief that if you state the name Jimmy Walsh in earshot of a wildcat, they will go berserk. We decided to send 2 men into the field to test this theory out.
Did you manage to fix the car battery?
Yeah, I took it to Joe Smith.
Joe Smith? Please, you should have taken it to Jimmy Walsh.
Tip 4. Insults. Never call the cat insulting names. This will just enrage the animal. Your only hope in this situation is to pin the blame on somebody else. Hey! Wildcat, you piece of a joke! You're just a watered-down lion or something. Ah! Well, now wait a sec. It was him. Not anymore.
No.
You see? So happy hiking, everyone, and make sure it's anyone but you. Or me as well. Wait, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Be reasonable here. I'm sure we can thrash this out. No now. Let's talk it out.
Well done, Dan, and all involved, including the cat. Now, if I said to you, over to the sports desk, that's exactly where I mean to go, so that's exactly where I'm going to go. And if I mentioned the name Vance Conrad, that's who I'd be transferring you to, so that's where we're going to go, and that's who I'm transferring you to. To spell it out, it's over to the sports desk with Vance Conrad.
Thanks, Sam. It's all I go here.
Who's Sam?
Well, you are. Sport is one of the less formal parts of the show, so I thought I'd go with my instincts and shorten your name.
Well, don't. Vancular. I don't call you Vance.
You always actually call me Vance.
I never fail to call you Vancular.
Sure, why not? So let's go over to sport. And we have a very special treat for you tonight. My next guest needs no introduction. That's what I'm almost saying to you folks. It's only the greatest almost jockey the world has never seen. Johnny Copperhead. Johnny, it's an absolute pleasure to have you on the show. It's no secret that I'm a huge fan. How long have you almost been a jockey for now?
18, coming up on 19 years.
For 19 of years, you have been doing the business in the shadows, on the periphery. Any particular highlights?
It must be about 7 or 8 years ago, I'd say now, at the Willow Bank.
The Willow Blanket Stakes. Oh, yes, I remember this. A terribly wet day.
Indeed, yeah. I was imagining being at the shoulder of the leaders, but I just couldn't get ahead, no matter how hard I pretended.
Oh, no. What did you do?
I gripped hard on the reins, but they were slippy from the rain. I wiped my hands on my jodhpurs, but felt something in my pocket. Hello, that's something in my pocket, I thought. Maybe they're a pack of boosters.
Boosters?
It seemed like the right word for the shape of them. Boosters, I thought loudly, until I finally said it and shouted it and said it again and shouted. Boosters! Boosters! So I hypothetically looked at my fictional steed, Bobby Bruce. He hypothetically looked back at me. Boosters, Bobby Bruce, I repeated, having said it aloud once already. He absolutely loved the alliteration and flew to the line, taking victory on that cold, wet day in the month of March through the mist and the fog in my head.
Boosters, Bobby Bruce. Incredible. No one ever thought of that before.
Correct. No one's ever thought of anything before.
Winning a race through alliteration. Johnny, I hope you don't mind me saying that. I think you are some kind of genius.
I also dreamed of riding in the National.
No way. You really dreamed of that?
Oh, yes, hundreds of times.
Good God, I never knew this. What was it like?
It was an unbelievable feeling. Tiring, but exhilarating. You should try it someday.
Oh, I could never dream of that. That's your dream. Could I almost be a jockey too?
Nearly. Let me show you something. Have a look at this photo. This was taken during the Queen Mother chase 2 years ago.
You weren't in it, surely.
No, but listen to this. If I had been in this race, I would also have been in this photo. Let that sink in for a minute.
Wow! They say never meet your heroes, but this is just amazing. Can I keep the photo?
Of course. My mother has the same one, framed at home anyway.
Well, what a memento to finish up our epic chat. It's the almost astounding, practically a prince, half a hero, just one word away from being a true legend. Undoubtedly, nearly the greatest sports star to practically exist. Almost jockey, Johnny Clapperhead.
Yeah.
And Johnny will be nearly signing copies of his not a biography this Saturday in his head.
Yep. There are certain parts of certain shows where you just have to take the reins. Real ones. Metaphorical real ones. And pull out all the stops. We've pulled out a very big stop tonight to get us back on track. That stop is final round of a quiz, in which 2 contestants, randomly chosen, qualify for the final round and do battle. We have a big hat of over 400 names, all of whom are waiting outside the studio, hoping to be called. Blennermore, I'll let you pick. Give them a good shuffle. Not clockwise, anti-clockwise.
The first name out of the hat is Peter Tights.
Well done, Peter Tights. And let's see, okay, and he'll be competing against. Dip your hand in that hat. But again, Blenmore. Not the other side. No, the other corner. The blue one. That's it. Now clutch it, clutch it.
Sir?
Grab, Blenmore, grab it. Not that blue one. The other one. Spin it back around. No, yeah, yes, no, yeah, yes. Now grasp and lift it out.
Now?
Yes, now. No, the other one you had. The first one you had. Yes, not that one. And the name is.
The second name is Sydney Gordon.
Well, what were the chances? My very own nephew Sydney has been drawn out. Fantastic. It's the look of the draw, folks. And Blennermore has very kindly offered to drive the other 398 people home after the show.
Sir?
Sir, indeed. Now, let's start the quiz. So welcome to the quiz that we're already into the final round of. To my north is my nephew, Sydney Gordon. Hi, Sidney. And his specialist round is the life of Sydney Gordon.
Yeah.
To my back is Peter Tights, and his specialist round is Tar and other McAdams. Now, little Siddy by. You only got 4 points in the qualifier. Peter got 11. So you really have to do well in this round. 1 minute to answer as many questions as you can on the life of Sydney Gordon. What is your middle name?
Wait.
Correct. When were you born?
Pass.
No. When were you given birth to?
I don't know.
When did you begin? When did you come about? On what date did the beginning of you begin? When did you start?
Oh, the 8th of July, 1940.
Correct. And your minute starts now.
Yeah.
Between the ages of 9 and 7, something life-changing happened to you. Can you tell us what this was?
My body became corduroy.
Correct. During this period of time, what sound did your skin make when you walked?
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Correct. And when you ran?
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Correct. And when you sat? Correct. You were in Cork in 1929. What famous landmark had a strange effect on you, and how did it make you react? A point for both, or neither?
Well, I seem to have a strange attraction to the Blarney stone. First off, I kissed it, but I couldn't stop there, and I ended up getting off with it.
Correct and correct. Fishnet stockings and chickens for as far as the eye could see is an excerpt taken out of your favourite book. Name that book.
Chicken Lickin' and the Whores of Atlantis.
Correct. You have one brother. Can you name him?
Kenneth.
I'll accept it, although the correct answer is Wallace. And there's the buzzer, which means we have time for 2 more questions. True or false? An owl was once reduced to tears after you peed into its nest.
False.
Have another go.
True.
Correct. Your first car was a Rolls...
Yeah, yes.
No, finish the sentence. Your first car was a Rolls...
Car?
Your first car was a Rolls... What? A Rolls... What?
A roll over?
It sounds like voice.
Lice?
It's grown in a paddy field.
Oh, mice.
Did you say rice?
No.
No means yes. Incredibly, Sydney you've got all your questions right, which moves you up to 16.
Yeah.
Peter, you were on 11, so you need 6 to win. Bear in mind the average is 5. Your specialist round, which begins now, is on tar and other McAdams. Are you ready?
Yes.
Then I will begin by asking you the first question, then the second question, and so on and so on and so on. You said you were ready, didn't you?
Yes, yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, very good. Okay, great. Then we will begin. Understand?
Yeah.
Who was the inventor of solid roads, of which tarmac roads were derived?
John Loudon McAdam.
Correct. John McAdam has a nut named after him.
I know.
Incorrect. I was looking for yes. Yes, he has a nut named after him. You got that wrong. The macadamia nut is is a nut named after him. But name 4 nuts that aren't.
Hazelnut, cashew, peanut, and Andean walnut.
Can we accept it? You said Andean, but it's pronounced more like Andean. Glenamore is saying we can. Oh, you got lucky there. Tar is...
What?
I'm going to have to pass it over.
Oh, no, you can't pass it over. It's my question.
Well, tar is what then? What's tar?
Modified resin.
Yes, it is actually. Yeah. Well done. What else can tar be used for?
Water repellent for boats and roofs.
Yes, we can. I may have asked you that too quickly though, so I'll slow it right down now for this one to help you understand the questions that I'm asking you, your mouth and mine, your ears. Tar McAdam is a type of road surface. Can you name 4 other types?
Yeah, concrete.
Of road surface.
Concrete, brick, cobblestone, asphalt concrete.
For the same point, name another 5.
A gravel road, ice road, chip seal, composite pavements, white topping.
Correct. And your time is just about up. 30, 90,
No, there's plenty
40,
of time for another question.
90,
There's plenty of time.
Just up. No, it's just up. And the results are in. It's 16 each. But because Sydney got 16 first, he is the clear winner. Yes. 8, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blennermore, what did you do?
The bomb must not have been disabled. It probably heard you counting and thought you were talking to it.
Sydney.
I'm here, Uncle Samuel. I'm okay.
Oh, great. That's everyone accounted for.
What about Peter Tights?
Oh, I saw him flying towards the window in the explosion.
Yes, Peter Tights has taken the loss very badly and jumped out the window.
I think he was thrown out the window, sir.
Threw himself out, jumped himself out. It's all semantics.
I see him. He's lying on the road.
Of course he is. You know how much he loves tarmac. Come on with the show.
But sir,
Look, he's getting up. I'll send him a goodie bag. Folks, let's go out and about altogether. Take a break from the flames and the cinders of nighttime radio. Let's go to our science correspondent, Rand Tufflin. Where are you, Rand?
Oh, you've caught me mid-stand, Samuel. Luckily, I'm wearing the protective space outfit, as it's been said that you must never venture too close to a quantum vacuum. Yeah. So, in fact, those that do find the...
Good God. Thanks, Rand. Let's move on before we're all done for. Well, folks, I hope Rand's piece relaxed you all as much. Now, why don't you follow me through this dark corridor, in through this creepy old door, and return to the world of thrilling tales. Tonight's episode concerns explorer Alfred Biggleton, who wishes to take on a unique challenge of Everest. But are the rumours of the mysterious beast known as the Shoogaloo true? Tonight's thrilling tale is entitled The Shoogaloo. Just like the name of the beast, let's enter the world of The Shoogaloo, the title and the beast.
Finally, our expedition is about to come to fruition. After 4 years of preparing, another year of preparation, and a further year of preparation, we have assembled a team worthy of the challenge. A team that can achieve the hitherto unattainable. A team led by me. We accept nature's challenge, and we, but especially me, Lord Alfred Biggleton, will be the first person to swim Mount Everest. I must save a few words for my assistant, Thompson Worthing, without whom much of my preparation was possible. He did, however, front the recruitment. What an interesting exchange we had the day we sat in my study and went through the team we had assembled. Thompson! Preparations are well underway, I'm happy to report. Everest is quite a swim, but I believe we now have all the equipment required. I've looked into this, and believe it or not, swimming solid water is not as easy as it might look. But with the right team behind us, I'm sure we will have no issues. I assume we have everyone we need? Let's look up through the list here, and just to make sure. Here's your list. Okay, James Flump.
He actually can't come. He's got a cold.
Tim Foley.
He's not available either. He's getting married.
Dr. Smith.
He got shot.
Susan.
She shot him.
This is ridiculous. Sharpie.
No.
Archer Sweep.
He can't make it, but his pet swan is taking his place.
Christ. Peter Wilt.
A moth ate all his toenails.
Mickey Lamb, the great global explorer.
He had a falling out with some stationery.
What does that even mean, Thompson?
Well, I believe when I say falling out, it was more of a falling in. He fell into a pencil case, and now we can't find him, sir.
Heavens above. Is there anyone going? Felix Mink.
Never got the letter.
Desert Fox.
Snowed in.
Harry Kite.
Not in the mood.
Thompson. This is crazy. I'm now beginning to fear for our whole expedition. Who have we got? Who are our certs?
Certs? Certs, sir? Well, we've got Peter Waste, the Handlers, Foal Anthony, Nicky English, the Carriers, Hum Gurrum, Nurse June, Vatican Seamus.
Well, great. These are our certs.
Indeed, these are our definites. They're all definitely not going.
Not going. Not going. So we have you and I, and Arthur Sweep's Swan. No, not to worry, chaps. Actually, 3 fits in quite nicely to what we're trying to do here. As Everest is just step 1 of three to swim all major natural phenomena on the 3 continents. Step 1, on the continent of Nepal, we swim Everest. Step 2, Africa. We swim the Sahara Desert. Step 3, Sydney, Australia. We will swim the Sydney Opera House, and once completed, we will have conquered the 3 continents.
Sir, I believe you are mistaken. Nepal and Sydney are not continents.
You are perhaps wondering why we are swimming Everest instead of the more traditional method of climbing the thing. Again, there are 3 reasons. Reason the first, for the notoriety. Climbing at his old hat. Swimming is more hip, more now, more with it. Reason two, to avoid the sugarloo. Any questions about the first thing?
Sorry. Avoid the what?
The sugarloo. Ancient Nepalese tales dating back thousands of years never mention it. But I know better. I know better than them. It's a vicious creature that must be avoided at all costs. It's about 9 feet tall with long hair like a hippie. Some say he stands on just 2 legs. He's got the neck of a horse but the knees of a deer. He has a chin of a fox and the arms of some kind of man. Others say he has narrow, beady eyes and his hair is really nice. Some say that when you look directly into his face, he will kind of look back at you. He is said to believe you when you tell him things, and he will eat only food. He knows the way to hardware shops and...
This is bloody ridiculous.
Where are you going? This is the brief. Thompson? Is it the Sugarloo? I scared you, didn't I? His hair probably isn't even that nice. Fine, go. I don't need you. Wait. You are my loyal companion. You always stick with me. Thompson! Okay, go. You actually have no loyalty. I take it all back. You're unloyal and you're disloyal. That's double not loyal. That's terrible. You don't see the swan leaving? A swan has more loyalty than you. A stupid swan. Okay, Swan. It's just you and me. The next thing we need to do... Bugger. Bugger indeed, folks. Now bugger off. But do go now. Jesus Christ! Who's dead now?